Hello. And welcome to jasonnewland.com. My name is Jason Newland. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. This is Let Me Bore You to Sleep. And it is Sunday's papers. So I'm going to have a look through the Sunday's newspapers. And I just realised, well, maybe not just realised, but just remembered. Maybe I realised before, but forgot, or didn't care. There's not a lot of choice of Sunday's papers. In fact, because I'm using Readly. Is it Readly? Readly, yeah. The app. And I paid to use it. So if I go to newspapers, just click on newspapers. Show all. So I've got 1, 2, so there's the Independent, Wales on Sunday, Sunday Mail, The Observer, Daily Star, Sunday, Sunday Express, Sunday Mirror, Sunday People, and that's it. Which is, I suppose, quite a few. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 of those are basically just UK national papers. The problem is, as I'm looking, there are no American newspapers. There are no Australian newspapers. There are no Canadian newspapers. There are no New Zealand newspapers. But basically, other than, Wales, I don't know if it's in Welsh or if it's in English. Let me just check. This particular paper is written in English, okay. So as far as English papers that are written in the English language, it seems to be stuck to Wales and the UK. Well, the UK, Wales is part of the UK, so the UK. But there's not even a Scottish Sunday newspaper, as far as I can see, on here. I'm sure there is in Scotland, but not on this app. And that's got me thinking, because, and I don't like things that get me thinking. I just saw on Facebook, there was this question on one of the, like a Facebook group for my local area, asking if anyone could recommend a plasterer. Now, I had a plasterer that lived opposite me for about 8 years, and then he moved, and now he lives up next door to someone I speak to who's got a dog. I could not think of what his name is, because I wanted to suggest him, because I don't know, it just seemed like a nice thing to do, but I can't remember his name. And that bugged me. And I'm still thinking about that dinosaur song. Who was that model or that actress that spoke in that dinosaur song from the 90s? And it wasn't Walk Your Dinosaur, it wasn't that one, it was a different song. It doesn't keep me up, it doesn't keep me up. It doesn't, just I'd like to know the answers. So my question is, where are all the other newspapers that are English-speaking newspapers. Now, I realise in Canada some of them will be French-speaking, but that's, as far as I'm aware, that's a specific section of the country. Part of America, I'm sure, I've got other languages as well, because there's such a huge society of different nationalities living there. As I'm sure London has its own different newspapers and stuff, like locally for the various groups of people that live in London. But I'm thinking, what? You know? I'd like to read some newspapers from Australia, and I'm sure I did once do that. But where is they? Where is they gone? So what I could do is try and find the other app that I used to subscribe to. What was it called? I got too many apps on this. PressReader, that's it, PressReader. So let's see if I can look to see what newspapers are on PressReader before I actually... Ooh, what's going on here? All downloads. Right, so they've got USA Today. Browse. I want to browse. Right, this is not working. PressReader. PressReader. I think the problem with PressReader is I'm not signed up to them, so they're not allowing me to look in. So let's have a look. If I go into the internet, PressReader, PressReader, my library, bookmarks. So yeah, this, from what I'm seeing, reading, smiling, PressReader does have American newspapers. So what I'm going to do, if I just put in best app for all English speaking newspapers. I mean, English written probably would be the better way to say it, wouldn't it? Applications, newspapers, speaking languages. Be People's Daily. What's the People's Daily? Let's have a look at that. That's Chinese one. So you've got the New York Times, the Times, the Telegraph, UK newspapers, Apple's on Google Play. You'll have access to 30 online newspapers for free. Right, okay. I want to use PressReader. UK News app, PressReader, digital. So this is Apple. So let's have a look. Let's click on there because that's the one I used to use. So if I go to pressreader.com, featured, allow all. Okay. So follow PressReader on social. Newspapers. So see all the different newspapers that are available. The Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, USA Today, the Guardian. Now, this has got the 18th, so it's a day behind. Boston Globe, Daily Express, the Mirror, Star, Irish Independent, Miami Herald, Dallas Morning News, Weekend Australia, Chicago Sun-Times, Bangkok Post, Ireland, so you've got Herald Sun, Sunday Independent. Just have a look. It's the Indian Express. There's quite a few, actually. Quite a few indeed. It's weird that the Sun isn't on here. The Sun doesn't seem to want itself to be on any of these things. And that's like the most tabloid paper in the UK, the Sun. Loads of like local stuff, but we get that anyway on the other one that I use. So quite a few different places, like Ireland, so like local Irish newspapers. It looks like a lot of newspapers when it covers the different local areas. But as far as different countries, if I was to search, search Canada. Canada. No publications. What I want. Publications. Modern Dog. Children and Tweens. Kayak. I don't know what. Oh no, this is the Animals and Pets, Children and Tweens, Fashion. So let's go down to newspapers. No newspapers. See, that's what surprises me, because I thought there would be. I really did. Canada News. Maybe that'll bring something up. Ooh, publications 185. Nope. Oh, yes. The Maui News. Aerotech News. So these are just newspapers that I've found. Shanghai. Phuket News. Why was that be under Australia? The Dallas Morning News. Dallas isn't in Australia, is it? Or is it half in Australia and half in America? I don't know, maybe there's a border. NT. Ooh. Boxing News. Ooh. So yeah, that, I mean, I was just trying to think, maybe that's why I got rid of it. Also, it's too expensive, but I mean, why has it not got anything? Oh, it has got some up-to-date stuff. Okay, but the Mirror, the Daily Star, 18th. What about today? What about now? More hotspot for you. As it clicks on for you. No, oh, that's weird. So anyway, that's why I'm not with them. Maybe there's another app that would be a bit better. New free, so newspaper subscriptions, access and offer, free newspapers. Okay. So yeah, these are just things that you probably get through the letterbox. So if I go back, newspaper subscriptions. I think this does offer you a chance to subscribe to individual newspapers. Browse PressReader's selection of online newspapers that are available to subscribe to individually. These digital newspaper subscriptions include top publications from around the world in many languages. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, digital newspapers. Because on PressReader app it says read 7,000 plus newspapers, magazines with one app. But it's not even up to date, so I'm not going to go there. But I do want to know what other... Oh, okay. What other apps are there? The 5 best news apps 2025. This is on Zapier. Apple News, Google News, Flipboard, Ground News, Rise. What was this one? Let's have a look at Apple News. Access a ton of paywalled content. Expensive compared to others on this list. Only available on Apple devices. It's a great option for US Apple users. The app is available across all iPad. Blah 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 blah. Offers a decent free service. $12.99 a month, which is what I'm paying anyway. In fact, yeah, paying more than that for this one I'm using. Google News. I want it on the iPad because it's just easier to maneuver when I'm reading the screen. Complete. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this then. Apple News. Let's have a little look. So download that. Houston Chronicle. Open it up. Welcome to Apple News. The best stories from the sources you love. Selected just for you. Now that's nice that they select it just for me, isn't it? I mean, I didn't even know they knew who I was. But it's nice just to think that they planned ahead for me to, for when I came on there. And they've already selected stories for me. Although looking at it, I'm not particularly happy with some of the stories they have selected. Okay. I'm just looking at some of these stories and yeah. Let's go to news. Let's try get the Times and the Sunday Times, the Wall Street Journal and other leading newspapers. Explore 500 plus magazines. Try 1 month for free. There's no harm in that because I can just delete it, can't I? Ooh, where is it? News. Try 1 month for free, $12.99. It's very easy to cancel if it's on an app. Yeah, I'll try that. Let's go and see what's on here. Try 1 month for free. Subscribe. Subscribe. Oh. For some reason, okay, it's done. Taking its time, wasn't it? There's a thing about radio, isn't it? So don't leave. They call it dead air, I think. You can't be quiet on radio. Well, this isn't radio, so there you are. I don't leave like huge, long pauses. So I want to see what newspapers are available, because they've got stories. There's Prince William. He's got a lovely little beard. It's hard to know whether he's going grey or it's just the ginger bits. Because I had that, because I had a ginger beard. And to start with, it was kind of the ginger bits went grey first, but it wasn't quite as noticeable. I mean, if anything, the ginger bits turning grey was a little bit of a relief. You know, any ginger hair that changed colour to a different colour was a plus, really, to me at the time. But I don't mean that at all. Oh, Prince Willie. He's about 11 years younger than me. So he's only a young man still. He's only in his early 40s. Just have a look. So I need to find the newspapers. So this is new. My magazines. This is just like stories. But I know that the stories are... Oh, there's a story about new Macs, iPads and more revealed in surprising leak. Really? A story about Apple products on the Apple News app. Ooh, who'd have thought it? Let's have a look. What have we got here? The Telegraph, the Sunday, the Times and the Sunday Times. Toronto Star, Le Monde. What is that? I don't know. It looks French. Is it French? The Australian, the Globe and Mail, LA Times, the Wall Street Journal, Hertz, whatever that is, the Washington Post, Akron Beacon Journal. I don't know what that is either. Owl.com, the Telegraph, Argus Leader, Asbury Park Press, Citizen Times. This is the Asheville Citizen Times, Athens Banner Herald, the Augusta Chronicle. This seems very sensible stuff. I don't mean this. Is this like Cape Cod Times? Right, should we have a look at that? Cape Cod. Will that be about fish? It's just got articles. It hasn't got the whole newspaper. I want to see the whole newspaper. Legendary basketball coaches share leadership lessons. Jobs report on new Cape Cod bridges. Clothing retailers open. Isn't it weird? I can't. It's strange seeing it like this, because apparently Beyonce reportedly visited this $40 million Nantucket mansion featured on Willow Gone Wild. Okay. The home, called the Nantucket Coastal Equestrian Estate on the listing, has horse paddocks and can sleep 23 people. 40 million. It can sleep 23 people. That's good, isn't it? 23 people. Nantucket. I don't know why. I've always found that it's kind of a strange name to say. Tucket, Nantucket. Is 40 million a lot for a house? I don't know. I've never bought a house before. How many bedrooms and bathrooms does it have? Oh, the Nantucket Mansion has 8 bedrooms. How can it sleep 26 people if it's only got 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and 1 half bath? Okay, sorry. I might be slow. What's a half a bath? How does the water stay in it if it's only half a bath? That makes no sense to me. Please let me know if you understand what that is. Inside the home features a huge kitchen with an 8-burner range. Dual ovens, 2 dishwashers, and a soft serve machine. There's also, I don't know what that is, there's also a home office, gym, and southern style game room that includes shuffleboard, billiards, a full bar, and a band setup. Outside the grounds include paddocks for horses, a pool, a spa, and fire pits. The home reportedly hosted the wedding of Beyonce's former assistant Sam Greenberg. Instagram users blast the price. Oh, what's she going to do? Instagram users don't like the price. Wow. I wonder, how is she getting over that one? Beyonce, and she's scared to leave the house, isn't she? She's like, oh no, I want to go out, but I can't because people on Instagram don't like the price of a house I looked at. I don't know, maybe. Is it even waterfront for that price? Asked Ashley Jennings. And the person who buys his house uses summer as a verb, said Chris Cavalieri, Angry Bird GTI. I don't know really what that means. What kind of music does a garage band in Nantucket play? Wrong answers only. Is there only a certain type of music that you're allowed to play in certain certain places in the country? Because we don't have that rule here. We play whatever music we want to play. There are no laws that say we can only play a certain type of music if you live in a certain part of, you know what I mean? So maybe there is in America. I don't know. Okay, right. Okay, I have to be careful with this one. No, I can't. I want to talk about it, but I can't. This is in the Telegraph. Okay. Just reading it. I, 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 I don't get. I'm reading it, but I can't read it out loud. I can, but I can't. I don't want to. You can't make me. It's an unusual case, and at the same time, it opens lots of questions, none of which I can really raise. Yeah. Oh, let's have a look inside Kanye West's 57 million Malibu beachfront mansion he totally gutted. Wonder what Instagram think about that. So new photos of just repeating all the words that they just said. So I won't read that again. And now they've mentioned 57 million, mention, and Kanye West 3 times so far, and we're only starting the story. Now they've mentioned Kanye again, so that's 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh no, they stopped mentioning him. Maybe they realise we know who it is that we're reading about now. You never know. Maybe that's... No. 57 million. Oh, I feel like I'm now an Instagram troll, but unless these places are deceivingly small, or deceivingly big rather, I don't know, however you want to look at it, because it doesn't look very big. But I think it, in these situations, is about location, because for that amount of money, in this country, I mean, blimey, if you went up, there's parts of this country for 57 million, which is in the UK probably about 40 million pounds, maybe 42 million pounds, I don't know. Still, it's still a bit of cash, isn't it? Still enough to get you through for a few months. You get a few biscuits for that. You could buy a mention. Let me just check. Let's have a look. See what mentions for sale in England. I'm going to go England. I mean, it doesn't matter. It could be, if I just put UK, so it could be Wales, Scotland. That'd be cool to live in Wales or Scotland. Especially, if you've got a mention, you haven't got to talk to the locals. It don't matter where you are, does it? Really? Luxury homes for sale in the United Kingdom. Let's have a look. James Edition. That's the name. JamesEdition.com. See, these are big places, right? There's a mention. 8,450 square foot. 7-bedroom house in Scotland. A villa in Durleton. 7 beds. Huge house. In fact, it's pretty much like 2 houses. Massive, with ground. 2.9 million. I mean, it's huge. You could probably fit 10 of Kanye West's 57 million houses in that. But, it's not on the beach like Kanye West's house. You've got this other place. It's a castle in Dunblane. A castle. I tell you, a castle. 7 beds, 3 bathrooms. Or just 3 baths, maybe not a bathroom. You think, I'm not being pedantic, maybe I am. Considering this is, I would argue, the upper echelons of society as far as purchasing a property. 2 million plus is out of the range for, I'd say, 90%, maybe 95% of the population. I don't know what the percentage is, maybe 90%. Maybe some people could get a mortgage for that kind of property. But it's not within grasp of the average person. And they're going to be making, 10% commission? Which is, for that sort of 3 million one, that's 300,000 they're going to be making commission. Well, they're going to be making a lot of money commission on each of these. Why can't they put the whole word bathrooms instead of just baths? I mean, it's ROOM, 4 extra letters that would improve the website for me. Maybe there's no need for me to be like that. I don't know. Now here's the difference, and I'm sure it's pretty much the same with Kanye West. What? Okay, right. Now you can buy a castle for 2.1 million. You can buy, for more it looks like a stately home. Probably, maybe it isn't, but it's huge, for 2.9 million. There is, what? I don't even know what that is. Looks like a castle. But there's another one. It's pretty much a stately home. In fact, I'd say it is a stately home. 4.2 million. 6 beds, 6 baths. And it's on its own ground and everything like that. And that's in Scotland. You got another one, huge house, 4.4 million, 15 beds, 9 baths, 17,339 square foot in Worswall. You got another, looks like some kind of stately home in Addington, 2.8 million. Admittedly, these would cost a lot of money to run, like yearly. You got one, it's a bungalow, £4 million pound bungalow, 3 beds, 3 bathrooms, 1,840 square foot, but looks like you got your own beach. So I think you're kind of paying for your own beach. But beaches in this country aren't necessarily secure, so you might have to put your own landmines out there. Oh my gosh! Bungalow in Arn. I don't know what Arn is. Is that Scotland as well? The thing is, these little islands are never far away from anything, are they? I think they're usually quite close to other, like, land. I know technically it is land. It's kind of land, but then they call it mainland. You know, you can go to the mainland, so I don't know, 4 million. See, this is nice. They've got a picture of a house, 8 beds. It's in East Lothian, which I think it also is the United Kingdom, and that's Scotland as well, I think. But they've got a picture of it with the sun down, like there's clouds, and there's all lights on. It looks lovely. And that's a clever picture. You've even got a 9-bedroom, 8 baths, £850,000. Or there's a house here, 7 beds, 5 baths in Sabden, wherever that is, 7,659 square foot. Can't even see the house because the basically it's in fields, so I guess you've got the field. Wow, there's some really beautiful. Swansea, 2.7 million, 6 beds, 5 baths, and it's near the beach. Very beautiful, big old thing. So that's kind of some of the places. There's another one, a country house in North Crawley. Huge, absolutely huge. 1.5 million, 5 beds, 6 baths. And these are just huge houses. Another one here, Clifton upon Dunsmore, which I think is also Scotland. 1.25 million, 7 bedrooms, 5 houses, 5 baths. House in Whitehall, and it looks like a mansion. So there's lots of different ones. They're big places, but they're kind of like the 2 million mark. Big high ceilings, lots of ground. The further away from London, the cheaper it is, as far as size and what you get. So if you get into London, for example, there's a 5 beds, 4 bathroom house, 4,699 square foot, which is quite a lot, isn't it? 5 million. That's in London. There's another one in Boodley, which I guess is, what's that, near London, is it? 5 million, 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, 14,682 square foot. It's just amazing what you get if you just move away. But then you've got this is in London. Wow, 8 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 6,480 square foot. It looks a little bit like an office block. There's 4 layers to it. Maybe there's a basement as well, I don't know. But from the outside, to me, it doesn't look like someone's house. It looks like it's like a business or something. 12.9 million in London. 12.9. And there's another one, 16.7 million in Long Parish, but it's 25,242 square foot. So it's a huge house, but if you include what you're looking at, the grass, the ground, you can hardly even see the house. There's so much ground. It's a lot of money, isn't it? Just to have someone, I reckon if you paid someone to cut that lawn, it would be a full-time job. Just not gardening, not pruning, not even trimming the edges or trimming the bushes. I know people like to trim their bush. Just mowing the lawn. maybe not on one of the seaty ones. If I'm to ones you push, I guess you wouldn't use one of those for a lawn that size. But if there's also ground around, it would be, full-time job. If I go sort premium, popular, highest price first. Okay, let's go to highest price first, shall we? Highest price first. Whoa! I thought, but I was wrong. Blimey. So they've got one here, 4.7 million, 8 beds, house in Thurston, country house. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money, but then you go down. The highest price house they've got, I can't even believe it. You ready for this? It's a penthouse. Okay, it's 175 million pounds, which in dollars would be over 200 million probably. 5-bedroom with 8 bathrooms, 18,000 square foot. Now, I don't know what to say to that one, because that it's a flat, basically. It's located in iconic One Hyde Park. Okay, fair enough. It's in a really good destination. Year built 1400. Blimey, that's older than some countries, isn't it? Imagine there's people listening to this whose countries that they're living in aren't as old as that flat or that apartment. Wow. I wonder if they'll let me have a look. I might have to wear a bow tie for that one. They got one here, 7.5 million penthouse. They got a settee and a duvet outside. That doesn't sound like a very good idea, does it? I mean, technically, it's a nice idea in the sense of, ooh, we're outside, it's a lovely day, let's sit outside, but you can't leave it outside. Maybe there's some special way of doing it, I don't know. Right, okay, let's back to this. So I want to just have a look at the photos. The living room. Lovely. Not a lot of room though. I mean, I'm sure it's a big size room. This, like, the settees, the sofas probably sit 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 2 of me, so 4 of me, that would fit. It might fit 6 people, but only 4 of me. And then there's further up, there's some more seating and 2 seats. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people sitting in the sofa, like in the living room. I'm thinking though, the other side of it, so one side's got all windows around it. It overlooks the park. And then the other side is, and I'm wondering if they've done this in a way, no they haven't. because it's a long room and you see the other side. I'm just wondering if they've done it in a way to make it look bigger in the photographs. But from the looks of it, there's another bunch of sofas. 1, 2. So yeah, I mean, you could have a party there. My issue is the decor. I wouldn't. Why would anyone want that many seats? There's only one of me. Oh, no, just one sofa, so Vinny can sit, or maybe my own chair, and one that's big enough for him to sort of sit on the side of it. I guess I could have another chair for a visitor if one had to come, but I mean, I'd turn the buzzer off anyway, so no one can get to me. But I just. Yeah, just seeing that many sofas, it makes me feel queasy. I was like, oh, can you imagine having that many visitors coming round? No. But then in the middle, they've got all these tables, which I understand as a visitor. Tables are kind of handy, to put your drink on, or an ashtray, or whatever else something to put stuff on. As a visitor. But living in the space is just an obstacle that's going to get in the way, that I'm going to bang my toes on. So I like to have tables to the side of the sofa or the chair, so that I can put my drink on there, or my plate, or my biscuits, or whatever. Not in the middle. I don't want to, I like to have my feet free. Now, in reality, if I was in that room, I reckon it's either smaller than it looks, or it's bigger than it looks. That gap between the table and the sofas, tables in the middle and the sofas, maybe there's enough room for 2 people to walk down. I don't think so, but it's possible. And the other side of it, there is... doesn't look to me like it's a place that someone lives. It looks like it might be somewhere that someone would go on holiday, or when they're in business in London, they'll stay there. Some super rich person, well, it'd have to be a super rich person to spend 175 million in the first place. I mean, that's billionaire status, isn't it? Because it probably, how much would the land rent or the upkeep cost every year? Probably millions, probably, I don't know. The kitchen. I'm not complaining about the kitchen. That's what I notice in some of these places. Considering how much they cost, I expect the kitchen to be big enough for a plane to land. It's... And this kitchen, okay, it's a lot bigger than mine. Most things are bigger than mine, but it's not that big. There's enough room around the cabinet, like the table bit where the food is prepared. So on the other side where people might eat. So there's 1, 2, there's 4 chairs, maybe 5 chairs, which is not a lot. And also, okay, right, so there's... What's that? Is there some bread? It looks like they've got some scones in a bowl, but they're green. I mean, you think they'd use some fresh produce. And there's a cookbook in a little like holder opened up to a recipe. Now I don't know if I had a place like that, whether or not I would cook for myself. Considering I don't cook for myself now, I don't think I would. Oh, a bathroom. The bathrooms. Well, I think they're messing up on the bathroom a bit here, because according to this, the bathrooms have a bed in. So why has the bathroom got a bed? Now, these are the pictures, right? I'm clicking on the bathroom. There's no picture of a bathroom, no picture of a shower, a bath, or anything. It's just a bed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pillows. Unnecessary and damn right offensive, actually, if you ask me. 9 pillows. No, there's never any need for that. So it's always got a good punch bag in the gym. Oh, I like it now. It's got a nice gym, nice little home gym. But you could put all that together for 10 grand. Probably much less. So, you know, the gym equipment's not expensive to put together. You could put all that, like a running machine, the cross trainer, punch bag, some weights. Even if you bought the top equipment, it's not going to be more than 10 grand. So, you know, I suppose I shouldn't get excited about a punch bag. Why is it not showing the bathrooms? I find that a little bit weird. They're asking for 175 million. That's how much they're asking me for, okay? Yet they won't show a picture of a bathroom. Don't you think maybe they've left some stuff out? Or is the exterior? I mean, it is nice. You know, I mean, yeah, it kind of should be, really, shouldn't it? I don't know about the chandeliers. Don't really see the point in all that. It's a little bit extravagant. What's wrong with just a normal light? The kitchen's okay. I mean, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice kitchen. 1 Hyde Park. I don't know if you'd actually have that sign on your wall, but it is quite a coveted address, I do believe. So let's have a look at the floor plan. The floor plan. How can the agent send you the floor plan? Just show me the floor plan. What are you doing? This is ridiculous. Oh, when it's showing you, it's backing off on where the river is and stuff. So this, it looks alright, but I don't know if I'm really that bothered. It's a duplex penthouse rather, located in iconic 1 Hyde Park. So 1 Hyde Park might be the whole building. And I'm pretty sure that this 175 million is not the whole building. So there's probably quite a few of these there. I mean, it might not be, but from the looks of it, the living room is up high and is above the trees. So unless the bedroom's downstairs, it's an apartment block. Has a pool. Well, why didn't it mention the pool? Has a jacuzzi, has a sauna, has a water view, has a steam room, has a cinema, has a fitness centre gym, a fireplace and a terrace. Maybe that is just it's like shared stuff that's shared with the other people in that complex, or duplex rather. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not giving a lot away though. I thought it would give more information. So there's the gym. I've looked at all the pictures and there's, Yeah, I don't think. I'm not saying, if it was someone bought it for me and as a gift, I wouldn't go, oh, I don't want that. I wouldn't be rude. But I'm not sure if I don't know. I'm not really an extravagant person. And possibly because I've never maybe been in a position to be. But I quite like the idea of having a flat in London near the West End. Like an apartment near the West End, plus somewhere to live, somewhere nice as well. No, I mean, the West End, there's nothing wrong with London, but I'd like, so I could go to the theatre and have somewhere to stay in when I was there. 3-bedroom apartment in London, 26.7 million. It's really weird. I mean, these apartments are in a building the size of what you would get for that amount of money in a different part of the country. So these are the most expensive properties available on this place. 55 million for a 7-bedroom, 7 baths house in London. That's all I'm telling you. It's a house in London. That's with Savills. So I think it's a different Savile. Why is it taking so long to open up? Come on, open up. But not in 1997 anymore. Come on. Taking its time. 5 Whistler Square, Chelsea Barracks, Belgravia, London. So this is... yeah, it's alright. Exquisitely designed by internationally renowned architects. Don't be introducing things like fashion. It's wasted on me. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Living. They're very focused on a certain colour. It looks alright. Yeah. I don't know. It's got a settee that's way too long. I mean, you literally have to sit cross-legged. What's the point in that, unless that's the bed? That might be the bed, actually. Floor plan, bathroom exterior, living room, bedrooms. No, it's not pictures of the bedrooms. For that amount of money, you'd think they'd allow me to see the bedroom. 68 million, 6 baths. No bedrooms, just 6 baths. Penthouse in London. Let's have a look at this one. Come on. Wow. The internet really is going slow today. And I don't know why. I wish I did, because then I'd tell you why. But I can't tell you why because I don't know why. But it is definitely going slow. So this is 68 million. Still no pictures come up yet. Oh, here we go. A luxury penthouse in Mayfair with iconic London skyline views. Oh, this is nice. Not the exterior's quite pleasant. What's the thing? Oh, there's a manga. What's it called? Like coffee place. In a manger thing, coffee place. So it's next to that. Again, it looks like it could be an office block. Maybe it used to be an office block. And underneath, looks like some kind of restaurant underneath. See, I guess it'd be nice to have, I don't want businesses and stuff underneath where I live. Oh, it's got like outside, oh, what's this? An outside exterior where you can sit down, there's chairs and stuff. Again, there's sofas and there's a fire, like a fireplace thing. It looks nice. And let's face it, it'd be pretty amazing to be able to sit there and chill out on all year round, because sometimes, there's nice days all year round in this country. Maybe not so much in the winter, but, even once we get to like February, we have some nice days where you could sit outside in a jacket or something and just enjoy the sun. Or even November, even December, perhaps January. But what would I'm stuttering because I'm really struggling to figure out what happens to these sofas when they're not being used. And you could argue, well, the same thing that happens to all sofas when they're not being used. What do you mean by that? What do you mean they all start dancing with each other? No, but what happened? I mean, they're outside where it rains, or where it might rain. We're in England where it will rain. I don't know, but it looks like quite a nice place. And that's for, yeah, I like that. That's quite nice, I think. The living area, again, I would want all the stuff out. Like, I'm not into posters, I'm not into pictures, these big expensive paintings or whatever they've got on there. Decorations, really, unless it has some kind of meaning. The settees, so I'd have to not gut it, but just get rid of all that stuff. And then there's another. So I'm just going to wait a second. This is a living room. Is this the same, just one living room? The living area. I see what they've done. Bless them. they've taken it from a different angle, yeah, and so you can see where the pictures are there. So I've done it from a different angle. So there's quite a few chairs on both sides. So for someone that has a family, this would be nice because things are spread out, but there's lots of seating area. And there's a big table as well, which seats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 people. But that's like toe to toe. You'll be touching each other's knees, which is fine if that's what you like. And there's another, it's not what I want. There's another table, it's a see-through table, which I don't know about glass see-through tables. I don't think it's necessary. When I'm eating my dinner, I don't really want to see other people's feet. I don't know, or their legs or whatever. I want to just focus on my dinner. You know, especially if it's in the summer and my dad's wearing those tight shorts and maybe he doesn't realise that you know what I mean. It's just like, no, I don't want to see through glass table. I don't want to see my own feet. Although I would, you know, I haven't seen them for a few years, but it would be nice just to check they're still there. But that seats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that is evenly spaced out, so that's fine. Unless it's for really small people. But from the looks of it, it looks okay. But it's very close to the door. Now that's something that I would think you wouldn't need to necessarily have to put up with if you were living in a place that cost, how much is this? A couple of 100,000? Couple of hundred? Oh, 68 million. Okay, so a table near a door shouldn't have to be. There shouldn't be any obstacles, I don't think, for a property costing that much money. And then we've got the kitchen. Oh, that's nice. I like that. And this is good because it's got there's a table area, there's a cooking area, of course. Well, there's a kitchen, cupboard space, which is handy, and there's enough room for 4 people to eat like their breakfast at the counter. But also there's enough room. It's a big old counter, so you know, got plenty of room to do stuff as well. Like make a jigsaw puzzle or something. Wow, I could make a jigsaw puzzle. Mind you, after buying it, I wouldn't be able to afford to get a jigsaw puzzle, would I? How annoying would that be? You spend 68 million on a property and you finally have enough space to make a jigsaw without having to keep moving it or having some kind of board or something, and you can't afford to actually buy a jigsaw puzzle. It's one of those, isn't it ironic, don't you think, moments, isn't it? And then there's another table, it's a round table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It's a round table, 9 chairs. It looks nice. It's nice. Way too squashed together. Again, it doesn't seem any need for it to be so squashed together. 9 people. Why would you ever want to be at a table with 9 people or 8 other people? I mean, what is the point in spending £68 million on a property, on a home, and end up eating with 8 other people. I mean, that's like the opposite of freedom, isn't it? I mean, that'd be about like living in some kind of hostel. The kitchen's nice though. I like them chairs, but I don't think the chairs are really an issue, because what's the most the chair's going to cost, even high level? What, £1,000? I mean, I would never spend £1,000 on a chair, but I'm just saying, you know, it's the things like that. Although they might make the place look nice, it doesn't really matter, because the interior and the tables and all that stuff, the whole lot of it wouldn't cost more than what? A couple of £100,000? The tables, the sofas, all that stuff. Let's say £1 million even. So it's nothing when you've got 68 million. All that stuff, if it was just all empty, what would it look like empty? Like the whole empty room. I don't know why I feel the need to say empty one more time. Empty. Yeah. Not empty, but empty. Yeah, I like the kitchen, it's alright actually. Now we come to the bedroom. I don't know what the heck that is. So there's a main bedroom. They're showing 3 bedrooms here. One's a double bedroom, like a double bed. There's a chair. See, this is weird. Right. The big old windows, but the curtains are not closed properly. They're open, but they're a bit scruffy. And then the bed looks nice, but it's one of those old-fashioned ones with the big like frame and the curtains around the bed, which with mosquito nets, which we don't really need. Here. And then, it must be a television, because there's this thing just standing there, but I guess it must be a TV. Okay, cool. But then, I'm not complaining, right? I'm not complaining. There's a chair, and the cushion's very crumpled on the chair. At some point, somebody must have known that a photograph was going to be taken of this room, because I'm sure a photographer didn't just like break in to take pictures. You know, it was organised. It was it's a situational thing. It was a business transaction. I'm just guessing they paid someone to do it. So the curtains are messy. They're uneven. The chair, I mean, there's the cushion's not properly puffed. There's got joss sticks, or like incense sticks, into the bedrooms, which makes me wonder how smelly they are. How smelly are those rooms where people need to have incense? Joss sticks, incest, whatever they're called. People only use them outside of like religious, ceremonies and stuff, whatever, meditation, to kind of get rid of bad smells. And the reason I say that is because everyone brings one into my home whenever they come. And I say, is it because of the evil spirit? They say, no, it's because you stink. I said, okay, thanks. Are we meditating? No, you smell bad. Okay, thanks. Even at the Buddhist centre, they put incense on, and so the whole place was like filled with this like aromatic stuff. And I said, "Is meditation about to begin?" And he said, "No, we're finished. We just saw you coming. We thought we'd better get prepared." Smelly. I was like, "Wow, harsh." And I said, "No, you're harsh." It's like, "Oh, harsh on our noses." Me. So there's a room here. There's a bedroom here. 2 beds, right? 2 beds. I'm talking 2 beds in one room, right? I'm sorry. Like I got to go back. 68 million, and it's supposed to have. It says 6 bathrooms or 6 baths. Didn't mention the beds, did it? Now we know why. From the looks of it, there's 3 bedrooms. One with a double bed with uneven curtains. One, again, uneven curtains. They could have sorted that out before they took a picture. And there's a book on the cabinet, I don't know, I guess it's like a little sock cabinet or something, set of drawers. Why is there a book there, and randomly just a book? And 2 chairs. The thing is, it's not just two beds. It's 2 double beds in the same room. What does that end? I mean, I just don't know what to think. Can you imagine if you had a friend and they said, "Oh, I'm inviting you. I'm going to invite you to come to see my £68 million flat I just bought, my apartment in London." 68 million? I said, "Yeah. Where are we going to stay?" Could we cheekily say, "Oh, have you got enough room for us to stay there?" Because you assume there would be loads of room. And I said, Yeah, I've even got a double bed you could sleep in." So, "Oh, brilliant! So I can bring your new boyfriend or whatever." "Oh, brilliant!" So go along. "Anyone else coming?" "It's only you and 2 others." It's like, okay, who's that? It's Vicky and Steve. "Oh, Vicky and Steve. Oh, that'd be nice." So it's like, okay, brilliant. And you get there, and you realise you're both staying in the same bedroom. They've got 1 double bed, you've got 1 double bed, and you were hoping to maybe progress your relationship, shall we say? Maybe increase the romantic side of things. Push forward with the love, perhaps. Maybe even tell each other stories. Explore each other's feet. I don't know what people do when they're together. Humans. And what if you haven't seen the room? You didn't know that you were going to be sharing a room with another couple. And you're having a great time, and they're thinking the same thing you're thinking. Maybe this is really good. I'm having a nice time. I'll be so glad to get away from that couple because they're really annoying. But at least we'll be able to go back to our bedroom and be together away from them. And they're probably thinking the same thing. Well, they might not be thinking that. They might be thinking, oh, how lovely they are. But, just saying, they might be thinking, yeah, it'd be nice to have a break from them now. Don't know who they are. Not sure why we were invented. Invented? invited. I don't know why I say invented instead of invited. And then you end up having this inline conversation in your voice. And you're like, why am I saying inline? When actually I want to say online, but online wouldn't make sense either. So, it's almost like it might be time to finish the recording. My words have gone weird. And then you go upstairs. Whoever gets in first, especially if the lights are off, you might just like fumble onto the bed and touch each other's shoulders, because I think that's what adults do. They just stroke each other's shoulders, and then 9 months later a baby's born. I don't know what else happens, but it's nice, it's romantic. And then suddenly a light comes on, and like the two people downstairs that you were having lunch with, or dinner or whatever, walk in and start giggling, saying, "Oh, look, I just saw your shoulder," or whatever. It's got to be very strange, especially if you both want the same bed. All I'm saying is, for 68 million, why would you have a room with 2 beds in it? That doesn't seem normal. Doesn't seem normal, doesn't seem legal, doesn't seem right or moral. I don't think I've ever been so upset. It's amazing. Well, there's another room with a double bed. It's weird because this one looks bigger. The beds look bigger in this one. So that one's, it's got 2 pillows. So it's got to be a double bed. I think this one, maybe it's like a king size or queen size bed. And it's got a television. However, why has it only got 2 pillows? How are you supposed to sit up with 2 pillows and watch TV? I mean, you'd think it'd have at least 9 pillows. Why just 6 pillows isn't enough, is it? 9 pillows is it? 6 minimum. Minimum. I can't believe what I'm seeing sometimes. But it looks quite nice. I wonder how quiet those places are. The only thing is, being upstairs in an apartment like that, it's just not the same, is it, as being like in the countryside. Being able to just... Because I got Vinny, I don't think I'd really be able to have like an apartment like that. I suppose maybe I'd like to think that the places were soundproof for that price. I don't know. Oh, here comes the bathrooms on this one. £68 million bathrooms. It's got... Right, there is a bath, but it's not showing the bath for some reason. It's just showing the corner of a bath. And I don't know what that is. There's a chair. There's a chair. Why would there be a chair in a bathroom? I'm not talking about a chair. I'm talking about like a comfy, sit down, read a book chair. Seems a bit strange. I suppose it's for someone that lives with someone else that can't stop talking, maybe. Have to talk all the time. Someone like me. Me! Oh, there's a toilet. Oh! There's a toilet, but it's one of them toilets that is only just sticking out the wall. I like that. I do. I really do like that. I don't think I've ever liked anything as much as this. It says it's it's like it's like a little mouth. Not mouth, but it kind of just sticking out, ready to you to pull the lid up and to do its thing. Wow. I wonder if it has a lid. Do you know the one things that have lids that like go down slowly? Why not have one that has a lid rise? A little bit like do you know the bins? I don't know if they still make them, but the bins where you could press on the lever at the bottom and the lid rose up. Have something like that, but more just so it activated the lid to rise. And when I say the lid, I mean the top part, not necessarily the whole thing. So you could press it once if you just want the cover to open so you can sit down, or you press it again twice if you want everything to raise up. So if you need to do a wee-wee. But what if I want to sit down? The lid should be down all the time. The seat should be down all the time. I mean, no, it shouldn't. It's the lid, the seat only needs to be down when you're sitting down. If you're not sitting down, it doesn't need to be down. I can't believe I have to educate people all the time. So let's have a look. See, this is confusing me, right? From the looks of it, there's a bath. But inside, there's something else there. And I don't understand what it is. And then there's this little sink that's near the floor with a tap. Why is it so far to the floor? Is that maybe it's for kids? I don't know. Very strange. But there's this other thing that just... It's got a shower. But it's a shower. But it's got a thing inside the shower. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I realise what it is. I just realised. That's the reflection of the bath. Okay. So there's a shower room with a shower. But it doesn't look like a particularly snazzy shower. I'd want something pretty phenomenal, wouldn't you? Like a really good, really like the best shower ever. But it's still quite nice. Let's have a look. What else is there? Other. So this is like the floor plan, floorway, steps up. There's living room, steps up to different places. Looks like there's another bedroom there. That's strange. There's a staircase. Oh. And there's another double bed and another double bedroom. They'll make their mind up, won't they? So why have... But these double bedrooms are not big. They're both, I mean, no bigger than this room here, those double bedrooms. Now, this flat I live in, if I was going to buy it, if I was able to buy it, probably cost 140 grand. This amount of space in this place would cost about probably 5 million, based on like a 1 bedroom, million, like in this area. But wow. It's not like the old council houses though. I'm not the council houses, but there was council flats in London and all around the country that were big. Honestly. Let's have a look if we see inside of a council flat, 1970s. There's got to be some pictures. Thanks for the pictures. Okay, here we go. Right. Allow. Right. Wow. So I just want to see. I don't want to see pictures of the area. I just want to see pictures of the flats. So I don't think we ever really got to go out very often, to be fair. Well, maybe a little bit, I don't know. Where are you now? Right, okay. Do you ever look at a picture and think, oh, okay, oh, right. I'm seeing pictures that have given me the birds are in the attic again. I can hear the birdies. I want to see images. If I go into images, I want to see inside. Because I know that I lived in quite a few different council properties during my lifetime, and I lived in Newcastle I think I lived in a council house when I was first born. So I've lived in like multiple council properties, but I lived in a council flat in at least one, maybe more, in Newcastle. And then I also lived in a council flat in London for a while. Oh, so a look at this. I just want to get a layout. There must be some photographs of inside these council flats. There must be. Council flats, 1970s. If I was to go 1970. Ooh. Oh, what? Yeah. I think it'd take a heck of a lot of searching to find something like that. By the way, for those that don't know what a council flat is or a council house, it's basically social housing. I think in America, would that be called the projects? I don't know. It's just basically social housing for people. And they were built in the 50s, 60s, 50s and 60s or whatever, to basically replace all the damage from the last World War. So there was to give housing, and a lot of the old houses that were no longer classed as being like in the 60s, that maybe would classed as not being really healthy to live in anymore, were knocked down and replaced with these high-rise. A good example of having a look, seeing some of these places is, what's it called? What Happened to the Likely Lads? It's a TV show. And there's it was in the 70s. I think maybe the first show was in the 60s and they brought it back in the 70s. And they actually show them going around different places where the houses were being knocked down and where there was like one pub left and one house left on a whole housing estate. And quite a social commentary. Our North Tyneside Council. I mean, that block of flats that I lived in might still be there. It might not still be there, but it might still be there. But would I remember it after all these years? So if I went to Newcastle and I just travelled around the council properties, the different council like high-rise flats, would I be able to remember which was which? Because I've got a memory. I've got a bit of a memory, but I don't. It's quite a while ago now. It's quite a while back. Yes. I can't believe it's raining outside. I'm gonna need to take the little one out. He's really 2 days in a row he's barked at 6:30 in the morning. I don't know why. Something's happening either in this building or in the garden that's triggering him to bark. I'm looking on my camera, can't see nothing. I'm looking outside, can't see nothing. Mind you, it's dark outside. So I don't know what it is, but just the last 2 days. Because normally I'll get up, he's still in bed, I come in here, I do what I need to do on the internet, maybe, work on something, on my podcast, on my website, whatever it is. And then I'll have some breakfast, watch some TV, and maybe I'll kind of maybe have a nap or listen to one of my recordings and just chill out for an hour or so. And then about 9 o'clock I'll take him out. And normally he's in bed that whole time. We go to bed at 10, roughly. He'll stay in bed till about 9. All the doors are open, the bedroom door, the living room door, and he's not bothered by anything. But not the last 2 days. It's just weird. Don't know. Not sure what's going on. But on that note, it is 6 minutes past 5. So I'm gonna go get myself some food. And then about half an hour or 40 minutes I'll take Vinny out. So thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself. You deserve to be happy. Lots of love. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Speak to you tomorrow.